I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. Event is coming soon. YouTube channel. Here's the latest intel.
The Sasquatch Message to Humanity, Chapter 51. By Kelly Lapsaritis. Kelly and Kuani Lapsaritis are speakers as in 5D's Lifting the Veil Conference in Seattle, Washington, March 18, 2017. Find out more at in5devents.com. They published the book The Sasquatch Message to Humanity as transcribed by Sunbo on September 7, 2016. This is Chapter 51 of that book. Camus, an elder Sasquatch, said, less than a year ago, you were transcribing our message, which directed Kelly and Kuani to connect with you, and through them and the circle then created, many others who talk with us have been connecting and sharing their experiences. You have witnessed in the last year all along your journeys many of your people who have come in contact with us and have developed spiritual connections with us. We have been gathering you all worldwide through the contacts and messages of our clan's ambassadors, towards a great spiritual convergence to bring out the truth and disclosure about who we are. We the Sasquatch people now rejoice, for this time has come of our great cosmic reunification. This is now of primordial importance for the collective evolution of your human people, because remembering your elder brother leads you to remember your star elders and your own long-term spiritual evolution and forgotten psychic potential as multidimensional beings. There will always be those opposed to the truth our very existence carries for you, the deniers, skeptics and speculators, preferring to remain in their ignorance and taking pride in exposing it, the fearful and ghost hunters, seeing as evil realities they don't understand, the hoaxers playing games, the mythbusters and expert debunkers pretending they have a clue with fake arguments for self-attention, and the dark ones who serve the plans of the lower lords, keeping your people in ignorance and fear through lies, threat and manipulation. But all those forces combined can't change the truth that your soul knows in its deepest core. Truth remains and eventually sets your consciousness free from the bondage of materialism and the illusion of temporality in which your people has been enslaved by the lower lords. The lower lords are losing their powers, as your human people is experiencing a spiritual revolution through an awakening of the collective consciousness, and as more and more of yours will now stand for the truth, as the caretakers of all life they were meant to be on this home planet Mother Earth. The escalation will cause everyone to have to choose which side they stand on, either as unconscious materialistic destroyers or as conscious spiritual protectors and loving caretakers, as the threat of insanity will become more obvious to many. The great final battle has begun, because it is the last possible recourse and we have reached the extreme limits and ultimate deadline to turn the tide with a healing wave of recovery. Times ahead won't be easy, but it will take all the efforts combined of all spiritual warriors. The materialistic mind frame which persists obsessively in making profit at all costs its main goal is not only the product of gross ignorance, it is also dangerous for any planet infected with that selfish greed. In seeing as the only reality the thin layer of the energy spectrum that is matter manifested in final linear time, consciousness becomes trapped in a temporal holographic illusion. This limited thinking is obsolete, as it ends your evolutionary purpose. Only with soul and mind and soul can consciousness continue to evolve and expand. Spiritually evolved beings don't mind speak words, they soul feel thoughts. So shall you hear us with your soul and telepathy, as we converse among ourselves and with the star elders. Words are meant for you, to assimilate knowledge. Your mind translates thoughts in your human speech. Why would the star elders and my people use human speech if not for you? We are the lemur people, mammal people like you, but much more ancient than your first ancestors. 200 million years ago we first walked here, and 50 million years ago we had lived on many planets and became the main caretakers of this home planet, after the bird people started living in artificial space stations. We are not the ape people nor related to the great apes as much as you are. In fact, you are the ape people, because you share 95% of their genes. But of all species we are your closest relatives, with 99% of the same genes you have, because we share the same DNA star seeds from our star elders. This ageless DNA starseed carrying intelligent consciousness is what makes you different from the great apes, your earthly distant cousins, and what make a Sasquatch your closest relative of all species in the universe, being of the same star lineage. Your DNA starseed was sown on Mother Earth by the Star Elders, conceived by elementals, hatched by ant people, grown by lizard people, raised by bird people and nurtured by Sasquatch people. Your human people is not the first intelligent species on this home planet, you are the product of eons of care and evolution of consciousness and genetics. When highly spiritually evolved beings choose to bring their consciousness on a planet for its evolution, if there is some intelligent life there, they can come directly and communicate openly, unless consciousness is at a level too depleted like in the case of your Earth now, where they rather transmit their consciousness through individuals acting as open channels. But when coming to a young planet where no spiritually intelligent species has developed, they create an avatar combining their own DNA to that of an evolved indigenous species adapted to the environment, as receptacles in which they incarnate their consciousness. This is to help you understand who are the elder species that have preceded your coming. Having forgotten about the dharmic purpose of long-term soul evolution and the spiritual transmission of DNA through transmigration alchemy, as in the cosmic laws the Star Elders have taught on all planets, humanity has difficulty in seizing the vastness of the big picture. This is because your human genetic memories did not exist prior to 6 million years, when your first ancestors were conceived and created in Lemuria, and your DNA has been modified several times since, making you forget even more of the greater soul plan you are part of. The next quantum leap of your collective consciousness is to perceive with new perspective the vastness of infinity, beyond the limited perceptions and illusion of 4D linear space-time. When you realize that Earth is small in the cosmos and your incarnation is short, you start to see beyond the apparent space-time limitations through the expansion of consciousness. You understand the futility of possessions and ego in a short-lived temporal material plane. Your next step is to bring a new world, by raising your consciousness to the fifth dimension. If you would only care for the next few generations of your descent, you would treat this home planet with love and care and maintain peace on it. It would be the start of a planetary civilization based on peace, with the end of the uncivilization of destruction and wars, prime requirement for any planet to join sister planets in the cosmic order of Star Elders Council. If you would honor the millions of years of evolution of your ancestors and souls, you would remember the purpose of your spiritual mission for being caretakers on this home planet. You would know your connection to the earth and the stars, and live in peace with all life. When your collective consciousness reaches this simple level of cosmic understanding, you will become mature enough as a species to be readmitted within the Council of Star Elders. Those who seek the truth end up finding it, because it is inscribed in your genetic starseed and in your soul memories, so it resonates within the fibers of your higher consciousness. As the truth emerges in this age of communication and cosmic disclosure, so does collective consciousness. It takes a few light carriers to open the path for many, as light is transmitted. Here is a myth to debunk: humanity is not at the top of the evolutionary chain, it is not the only intelligent species on this planet or elsewhere, nor the most ancient nor the most highly evolved. We are not the ape people, you are the ones who could be called by this name. Communication with higher intelligence would be in your greatest interest and benefit. Here is a light to expose: this home planet doesn't belong to the lower lords who claim it, nor does it belong to humanity alone. It is the sacred home and mother of all life forms it feeds. Biodiversity is the result of eons of mutual care and evolution of interspecies relations. The miracle of life as Creator intended is an ever-changing perfection of order and apparent chaos. Intelligent beings interact with the natural laws and they can intervene either in beneficial or detrimental ways, depending on their level of consciousness. Only an ignorant and arrogant species can cause the mass destruction of others and still claim with pretense its superiority. Here is a truth to tell: we Sasquatch are your elder brother and closest relative, who have watched over you from near and far since your origins, trying now more than ever to reach out to you to join our hearts and spirits in caretaking this home planet and bringing a new world through the shift of consciousness into the fifth dimension, beyond temporality and materialism. This is the only way and next necessary step for your soul evolutionary process. Now this is why we are gathering some of you who are preparing for the new consciousness. There will be some who hold the light, some who blaze the trails, some who clear the paths. Your indigenous peoples are on the front line, showing the path to freedom and sovereignty. Humanity is making its choice between two opposed ways leading in opposite directions. Choose wisely which path you follow, which thought you feed, where you focus attention. You are co-creator through the infinite consciousness you carry and your dreams manifest. This is what, in this available space and time, I, Camus, am asking you to transmit in words, on behalf of the Council of Elders of our clans who have arranged this cosmic convergence. Let it be known that it is out of love, care and compassion that we reach out to offer our help. It is with great joy that we celebrate our reunification and coming together as ancient allies. May our reconnection bring forth many fruits of wisdom that will benefit all living beings.
Please like us and share with your social media. Please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos.
Remember to check out our playlist for important intel you may have missed.
Be sure to enter our subscriber appreciation $100 monthly giveaway. The link is in our description.
And visit our sister channel. The event is coming soon for additional intel and information.
Stay tuned.
Victory of the Light.
Event is coming soon. YouTube channel.